First, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This will give you access to content that will transform your mindset, bring you clarity, and help you save time and improve your life. Have you ever considered that time is your most precious commodity? Unlike money, it is irredeemable. Managing it reveals your personal responsibility and your level of awareness of your growth. Those who understand this begin to act differently. Understanding the value of time changes your lifestyle. You begin to focus on what matters, prioritize more easily, and consider your decisions more effectively. True productivity arises from this awareness, from a mindset that rejects waste and prioritizes efficiency. The reality is that we all have 24 hours. The difference lies in how we use them. Adopting positive habits, eliminating distractions, and developing self-discipline are essential practices for those seeking concrete results. Progress is achieved through simple actions, but carried out with consistency and determination. Time can be your best friend or your worst thief. It's up to you. And it all starts with taking control of the small decisions you make every day. In the next section, we'll see how a good mindset and clarity about your goals form the basis for a more agile and efficient routine. It all starts in your head. Your mindset defines how you act, and how you act determines the results you'll achieve. So, cultivating a growth mindset, aligned with a clear vision of your goals, is like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly you see what you really need to do. Without clarity, we get lost in pointless tasks. This leads to frustration, fatigue, and a lack of progress, a feeling of being always busy and never moving forward. Clarity helps you distinguish between what's important and what's not. This way, your goals become clearer and your energy is better channeled. A cluttered mind, a cluttered life. And the reverse is also true. One of the most powerful habits to cultivate is daily reflection, 5 minutes to think about what's working, what needs improvement, and how you can do better tomorrow. This keeps you focused and constantly evolving. Clarity, combined with strong mindset, helps you make conscious, firm, and focused decisions. This influences everything from how you manage your time to how you face challenges. Now that you understand the power of clear thinking, let's talk about something essential: setting specific and achievable goals. A vague goal produces vague results. I want to be more productive, or I want to improve my life, don't mean anything to your brain. But if you transform that into I want to get up at 6 a.m. every day to study for 30 minutes, then you're talking about clarity, focus, and clear goals. Clear goals leave no room for procrastination. They define the path to follow and allow you to measure progress, which boosts motivation. The results you achieve make you want to persevere. It's like going to the gym and realizing your clothes fit better than the mirror becomes an ally for consistency. In addition to being specific, your goals must be visualizable. Imagine yourself achieving them. How do you feel? What has changed in your routine? Who is accompanying you? Mental visualization is a powerful tool to help the brain understand that something is possible. And whatever the mind creates, it begins to pursue it with more energy. Grab a pen and paper and turn your dreams into projects. A dream is just a wish, but a goal has a date, actions, and follow-through. Define what you want, why you want it, and what you're willing to do to achieve it. And with that in hand, it's time to confront what paralyzes people the most, acting despite fear or laziness. You don't have to wait for motivation to knock on your door to take action. In fact, it rarely appears on its own. Real change begins with action, even when you don't feel like it, even when you doubt it, even when you're afraid. Action brings clarity. Action breaks cycles. Action is the antidote to stagnation. Self-discipline comes into play here, doing what needs to be done, even when your body is crying out for 5 more minutes of rest. Fear of failure is normal, but it can't dictate your life. Those who wait for eternal courage to take action remain stuck. And life goes on. Get used to taking it slow, especially on tough days. If you're studying, start with 5 minutes. If you're exercising, get dressed. Movement eliminates initial resistance. And once engaged, your brain begins to cooperate. The chemistry changes. Your mind adapts, and you get into the rhythm. Fear and laziness don't go away forever, they diminish with daily testing. So, demand consistency, not perfection. And to maintain that consistency, you must maintain your focus. This brings us to the next point: eliminate distractions and say no firmly. The truth is harsh, but liberating. We're not wasting our time. We're spending it on distractions. Every notification we check, every just 5 more minutes on Instagram, represents a chunk of focus and productivity we've unwittingly given up. And then the bill arrives. To achieve clarity, you must learn to protect what's important. And that starts with the power of no. Saying no to invitations that distract you, to tasks that aren't a priority, to habits that drain you. That's personal responsibility. That's focus and action. Turn off notifications. Set screen-free time. Use airplane mode to boost efficiency. And most importantly, talk to your loved ones about your focus moments. Those who respect your time help you achieve your goals. Those who don't, well, you get the idea. Eliminating distractions is about saying yes to what really matters. It's about getting off autopilot and living with purpose. And with that clarity, we begin to appreciate the people who help us grow. So the next step is surround yourself with people who inspire you. You've probably heard, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And while it may sound cliche, there's a hard truth behind this phrase. Your environment directly influences your mindset, habits, and decisions. People who complain too much, who only see problems, who live in a mindset where life guides them, all of these things contaminate your path. If you want to grow, you need to surround yourself with like-minded people. People with vision, who share your goals, and who are eager to continually learn. People who inspire you, challenge you, and encourage you on days when your motivation falters. Of course, this doesn't mean cutting everyone out of your life. Rather, it's about limiting certain people's access to your energy. There's no need to isolate yourself, just be intentional about it. Participate in book groups, personal development events, and mentoring. Create your own support network. Good relationships shorten paths. They open up new horizons, new ideas, and even new opportunities. But all of this only makes sense if you enjoy your day to the fullest. So, the next step is essential planning your day in advance. Waking up and simply observing what happens is the perfect recipe for an unproductive day. Without a plan, any distraction becomes a priority, and important tasks are then overshadowed by the urgent needs of others. The key to efficiency lies in setting your priorities beforehand. Before going to bed or upon waking, write down your 3 most important tasks for the day. This will give you clarity and reduce the risk of falling into autopilot mode. By knowing what to do, you avoid wasting time and start the day with purpose. Use simple tools, a planner, a task management app, or even a sticky note on the mirror. The important thing is to get your ideas down on paper. What's written down is more likely to be implemented, and it strengthens self-discipline. Well-planned days turn into productive weeks. Those productive weeks turn into months of real progress. And what starts as small adjustments becomes a new way of life. And speaking of lifestyle, the next step is essential: creating positive habits and eliminating bad ones. The truth is simple: your results are a direct result of your daily habits. It's not just willpower, but what you repeat every day without even thinking about it. And if you don't master this, your old habits will continue to silently sabotage you. Start small. Swap your phone in the morning for 10 minutes of reading or meditation. Replace automatic complaints with a gratitude list. Habits are like muscles. The more you work them, the stronger they get. The key is consistency, not intensity. Identify triggers for bad habits, such as procrastination or excessive social media use, and replace them with more mindful actions. Use visual reminders, alarms, or combine a good habit with an activity you already do, such as listening to a podcast while commuting. Changing your automatic behaviors takes effort at first, but the results are worth it. Small changes can transform you more focused, more productive, and more aligned with your vision for the future. And to maintain this new routine, you need to develop daily self-discipline now. Self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. And yes, it's painful at first, but without it, any plan, no matter how good, will fall apart at the first sign of laziness or distraction. The good news? It can be cultivated through simple, consistent actions. Start by keeping your promises. It sounds basic, but how often do you tell yourself you'll wake up early or avoid using your phone, and then fail to do it? This failure weakens your self-esteem. But when you do it, even just a little, your mindset changes. You feel capable. Harness the power of small rituals. Getting up at the appointed time, taking a cold shower, reviewing specific goals. These are all actions that train your mind to focus. Avoid relying on motivation. Instead, rely on planning and the power of habit. Discipline isn't rigidity, it's freedom. It allows you to say no to what holds you back and yes to what brings you closer to your goal. By making it a daily practice, you gain time, productivity, energy, and a life that truly focuses on what matters. Your physical and mental environment has a significant impact on your productivity and state of mind. A cluttered space saturated with distractions encourages procrastination. Similarly, while you consume news, social media, conversations shapes your thoughts and emotions. Start by reorganizing your work or study space. A clean, organized environment with minimal unnecessary stimuli promotes focus and clarity. Invest in plants, natural light, and even soft background music to create an energizing environment. Also, be selective about the content that nourishes your mind. Choose books, podcasts, and people who provide you with continuous learning and motivation. Avoid getting lost in superficial or toxic information, which will drain you and distract you from your goal. Remember, you are what you consume, and your environment is the stage of your evolution. Adjust it carefully, as it can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Now, for the last point, reflect on your actions and measure your progress. Reflecting on your workday is more than just a habit. It's a powerful tool for staying focused and adjusting your trajectory. Without this practice, you risk continuing to operate on autopilot, unaware of whether you're actually making progress toward your goals. Take a few minutes at the end of each day to reflect on your successes and challenges. Ask yourself what worked, what could be improved. This analysis helps you strengthen your self-discipline and personal accountability because it allows you to see the results of your decisions. Use a journal, an app, or even a simple notebook to track your progress. Measuring it motivates you and lets you know where to invest your time and energy. Small daily adjustments can make a difference on your path to personal development. Remember, it's not about striving for perfection, but rather about creating a constant cycle of learning and improvement. This habit of reflection bridges a gap between intention and action and prepares you for the next essential step, taking full ownership of your life. Taking responsibility for yourself is one of the most transformative steps you can take. By stopping blaming circumstances, other people, or luck, you begin to truly take control of your destiny. This changes everything from how you spend your time to the energy you invest in your goals. Recognizing that you are the main character in your story strengthens your mindset and awakens the urgency to act. Without this awareness, it's easy to withdraw into yourself, waiting for things to change on their own. But in reality, change depends largely on you. Of course, it won't always be easy. Being responsible also means facing your mistakes, learning from them, and moving forward. This approach requires self-discipline, perseverance, and a healthy dose of courage. However, the reward is a mental life aligned with your true purpose. By taking the initiative, you gain the freedom to choose your path and shape your reality. This transforms fear into motivation and dreams into results. Thus, you are able to complete this transformative journey with the power of choice in your hands. Have you ever felt like, despite all your haste, time was flying by? That the days were flying by without you feeling like anything was changing? In reality, saving time isn't a matter of magic, but of attitude. What separates those who lead a life full of meaning and results from those who get stuck in a routine are precisely the habits they cultivate, small but effective. In this article, I share 5 habits that will transform the way you spend your time, allowing you not only to be more productive, but also to live a lighter, more focused, and more meaningful life. It's not about doing more things, but about doing the right things, and that changes everything. If you're ready to change the rules, join me on this journey of evolution.